Hello, this is Paul Briant, and this is my listing of the 2006 Jeanneau 42 deck Salon Sanctuaire for sale by South Coast Yachts. I'm the listing broker. Boat is very clean. She's got almost new bottom paint, done just about a month ago in October 2012. Got a delta anchor, profile Jeanneau furler, nice varnished tow rails. The Jeanneau 42 deck Salon is a very popular design and one of the top sellers that Jeanneau has ever produced. She has a nice Dodger, bimini and connector, davit system on the back, engine and outboard motor and dinghy are not included with the vessel. She's very clean. Owner keeps her nicely waxed and polished. She has a classic rig, slab reefing mainsail, so really nice sailing performance. She has a lazy bag, and so it makes it about as easy as possible. Electric cabin top winch, also spinnaker halyard. She has a spinnaker, asymmetric spinnaker in a sock, electric anchor windlass, double bow roller, and all chain anchor setup. And moving back to the cockpit, very stylish cat's eye windows. One of the wonderful features of these boats is the large cockpit. Amazing amount of seating for a 42-foot boat. Beautiful big teak cockpit table with leaves that extend, and a generous ice box, which of course is used for storage. This boat actually has a custom stainless steel pod. Usually the Raymarine E80 chart plotter display is mounted down here. This one has been raised up on a binnacle, so it makes a good handhold. Very beautifully done custom stainless work. There are matching cockpit cushions with blue piping that match the canvas Dodger and bimini. Of course, dual helm, and the boat has 2-speed electric Harkin primaries and an electric cabin top winch. Starboard side you have your autopilot and speed and depth tridota and wind instrument, and you have repeaters on the side. And as I mentioned, the dinghy davit system, stainless steel Magna barbecue. This boat also was really set up for cruising. She has an additional 35-gallon fuel tank that was custom installed by the original owner. She also has some extra jerry can storage there for another 10 gallons of diesel. She also has the Raycor dual filter, so you can run on either one or both of those filters. One of the features that makes this boat very unique, and you'll see when we go down below, is that this cockpit table is mounted on a plinth here, and this creates a lot of space and light in the aft cabin. One of the downfalls of a aft cabin, aft cockpit boat is that the aft cabin is very dark and there's very little space above the bed, so that really helps in this case. Also, to port and starboard, there are two generous cockpit lockers to store all your covers and lines, dock lines, winch handles, hatch boards, that kind of thing. You can see all the canvas covers there. This boat has covers for the multifunction display, the cockpit table, each pedestal, the winches. All the winches have covers, and there are covers right around the windows on the Dodger. So overall, an exceptional boat, very well set up for cruising, extended range with the fuel tanks, filters, classic rig, spinnaker, that type of thing. And so let's go and take a look below. So going below on Sanctuaire, one of the things you'll notice immediately, it's one of the most striking features of the Jeanneau 42 deck salon, is these big cat's eye windows on the side that just let in a lot of light and give the whole salon a very bright, airy feeling. A lot of space and plenty of headroom. There's also these very nice handholds along here so that you can negotiate your way up and down the salon in rough weather. You have the galley to starboard and nice big deep stainless steel sink, and it has a generous top loading fridge. It's all the way down there. It has an electric pump out so you can defrost it, and a good size freezer compartment. And then you've got a 2-burner stove and oven right here. Also has a gimbal on it so you can cook underway, and a microwave. Good size space. You've got generous storage under here, and then plenty of drawers for cutlery, that type of thing. To port, we've got the navigation station. As I mentioned before on deck, this boat is very well set up for cruising. You have a Xantrex battery monitor that shows your battery charge, amp hours going in or out of the battery, amp hours consumed, your battery voltage, your hours left, and then you have an 1800 watt Xantrex pure sine inverter right there that powers your sharp flat screen TV, and you can plug a computer into it, that kind of thing. It's a nice thing with a pure sine wave inverter. And the boat also has a 12 volt water maker, and I'll show you that in a minute. Also an E80 Raymarine multifunction display. It's a repeater of the unit that's in the cockpit, so it does radar, chart plotter, and gives you all the data available on the network. You also have a stereo DVD player that plays DVDs on the TV, and an Icon VHF which has a remote RAM mic up in the cockpit. Good size navigation station. You can fit a full-size Admiralty chart there. And in the salon, this is actually genuine leather, cream colored genuine leather. This has the deluxe fold-out table, salon table, like that. Some of them have a table here that converts into a bed. This is not that. Very, very nice table though. Going into the aft cabin, this is one of the most popular features of this boat. You can see the amount of headroom above that bed, and then, like I was mentioning, above the little gallery above the bed, and there's of course a little hatch, so you get a nice amount of ventilation and light coming in there. You don't get that claustrophobic feeling. You also have very nice storage lockers, port and starboard of the bunk. This is actually a king size bed. You won't find that on any other boat till you start getting into the sort of 50-foot plus range. Nice seating on either side, lots of light, plenty of hatches, Lots of ventilation and hanging lockers both sides. Very, very well laid out. You also have access to the head through this door here, the aft head and shower. You have access to the aft end of the engine, transmission, and the seawater cooling strainer. There's also a generous door on this side to get to the service side of the engine. Then we'll go around, take a look at the engine access on this side. These steps come down, and there's actually pins that you can pull out down here to remove the steps altogether if you're doing a major service on the engine. Engine has a Belmar high output alternator. Very nice and clean, easy access all around the engine. There's the high output regulator. And this is the aft head, so it can act as a day head. Shower, it's a manual Jabsco toilet. There's a lot of space under the floor on these boats, and right here is your water maker. Offshore Marine Labs 12-volt water maker. Very nice system. It's currently pickled. And the North asymmetric spinnaker with a sock. And just want to show you under here more parts of the water maker, and then most of the through holes on this boat have been changed. And moving forward cabin is not just a little tight V-berth, it has a large amount of space here. You'll find on a lot of boats with a V-berth in the size range that there's very little space in front of the bed to get dressed and getting out of bed, that kind of thing. This has a generous amount of space, nice big V-berth, plenty of headroom, nice hatch with a dorade, plenty of space and light, and then it has its own ensuite shower and toilet. So that is the video walkthrough of the 2006 Jeanneau 42 deck Salon Sanctuaire for sale by South Coast Yachts. My name is Paul Briant. I'm the listing broker, and you can contact me at paul@scyachts.com or find the boat on our website at scyachts.com. Thank you very much for watching.